Communication is the foundation of how anything happens with human beings. You need to get serious about this. This is only going to get more serious, not less. Technology doesn't care about your feelings about it. It will continue to move in one direction. It's time to get serious about this stuff. Very serious. Because back to AI and machine learning and AR and voice and Alexa and all this other stuff, you're gonna need to sell everything on voice. You're gonna have to build a brand so much that when people are sitting in their living room, they're gonna say, hey, I wanna buy some fabric, and Alexa picks you. Like, this is real. Like, technology will continue to evolve. I'm telling you guys, Amazon picked on bookstores first, right? The limo guys and gals around here weren't worried about technology until Uber decided to pick on them. Technology will pick on you, every one of you. It just might not be your time yet. Yes, sir.
They say that growing a big business requires being a bigger person or a bigger thinker. Do you agree or disagree, and how? I
mean, that's such a, up here kind of statement, but yeah, I do think that if you look at the history of the biggest businesses that were built, they've been operated by women and men who are thinking in 20-year windows, not in 20-day windows. I'm building in perpetuity, so there's a reason my companies get big. The reason I was able to get from 20 to 960 is because I'm playing forever, and so I haven't made as much profit over those 9 years as some people want. There's a lot of people here who run businesses because they want the money from the business to buy shit. So yes, I do think it takes long-term strategy, and I also think it takes the ability to understand where the world's going versus where the world used to be. When I make my arguments about the current state of college, people bring up things from, they graduated Wisconsin in 1987. That's cute. That has nothing to do with the kid that's taking $80,000 in debt today, and that diploma gives them nothing in the marketplace. So yes, I think it means, do I understand what the market's gonna look like in 24, 36 months? Am I practical today? And do I hold no value other than learnings and thematics, not practical things from 1987.
Maybe one more thing, if you don't mind.
Please.
How much book reading on business in general has to do with a person's advancement?
I've never read a business book in my life. I've written 5. I think education comes in a lot of forms. I've not read business books because I don't gain information by reading. It's not how my brain works. But if I see something one time, I know exactly what to do with it. I know nothing about the fabric business. If I spent one day with him, I'll know how to disrupt the fabric business. That's how I context, right? So I think education matters, but I don't think it comes in the form. I think we make things literal. And I think we have to be self-aware of who we are to put ourselves in the best position to succeed.
And one more. Did you ever have coaches?
No.
Do you believe in mentors, coaches?
I believe in mentors if that's how you learn.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? This is a self-awareness game. I didn't have mentors and didn't read books, not because I want to have an ego and act cool. It's just that that's not how I learn. I want to buy very big businesses when the economy collapses, so I started an agency. What I've been doing for the last 9 years of my life has not been in my financial interest. I was an early investor in Facebook and Twitter and Uber and Tumblr. I could have raised $300 million and had a VC firm and made tons of money just by taking meetings and hoping I hit another lotto ticket. I'm doing it because the way I learn is by doing. And so the reason I have Chase and Budweiser and Pepsi as clients is by doing the work. I've now learned how those things operate. Now I'll be prepared when the economy collapses and I buy something for $200 million to then run that thing until I flip it for $4 billion, buy the Jets, win some Super Bowls, and call it a day. That's how I learn. It would have been much more fun to go to Harvard and take 2 years of business school than have clients, but that's how I learn.
You mentioned earlier that Facebook, LinkedIn marketing, it's around the 6th inning. What are you doing with your current businesses in terms of marketing that you think is closer to the beginning stages, the first or second grade?
Podcast pre-roll, influencer marketing, LinkedIn, is actually not in the 6th inning. I would actually argue it's in the 3rd inning. That. YouTube pre-roll based on people's search query. Everybody here could run YouTube pre-roll videos based on people's search behavior. So talk about getting, why Google AdWords worked is it's intent marketing. Somebody types in they need fabric, that's just good. We don't have to guess. Understanding what people are searching on Google and then being able, so I go on Google and I search for, you know, metal scrap, fabric, wine, shoes, jewelry, lawyer, I need a banker. This is what I type in. 3 days later, I go on YouTube to watch New York Jets highlight videos, and you pop up as a pre-roll predicated on my search and saying, are you in the market for metal scraps? I'll be like, fuck, I am. So that's a behavior I think a lot of you should start doing. Because that video is more effective in branding and conversion than the blue letters and being the search results paying on Google. They both work, but blue letters on Google results, that's sales. Intent, sales. Pre-roll on YouTube is brand and marketing. That's the ultimate way to sell when it comes to you. So that's how I think about that. Yes, sir.
And there's a lot of people who got really, really good on Facebook, on YouTube, and marketing.
Yep.
And a lot of times they're not really bringing value. And I know you love some of them, but they cash in their hands and the marketing is behind them. How do you think it affects real people, the real businesses that advertise on, you know, those platforms?
I don't think it affects at all.
They lose their value. Because, you know, you go on YouTube, that's all you see, you know, as I said, somebody's fabricating steel products, but there's someone who really is good in marketing, but not necessarily good value for the...
That has nothing to do with you. These hucksters that are like selling like pyramid schemes and courses and all this stuff, like that has no impact on you other than they're buying ads and the cost of the ad may go up. But at the end of the day, I think it's a non-event, you know? Like what would that have to do with you?
I'm saying, how does it dilute the value of that every one of the business owners tries to bring to the platform?
It doesn't.
Doesn't take away the attention from people that actually want to do business?
I don't believe so. Not enough in the way that you're thinking. Like, I understand what you're saying and like look, humans don't like ads, period. Right? So what you have to get good at is this is why I'm glad you guys have this book. If you care about this, like, or forget the book, like there's tons of free information on the internet. You have to be good at the first 3 seconds of a pre-roll YouTube ad. Whether there's hucksters with Lamborghinis and half-naked girls saying, give me money and you'll be like this, has nothing to do with when your ad pops up. And if the first 3 seconds are boring and not interesting and doesn't catch anybody and doesn't bring any value, doesn't educate or entertain, then you're not gonna convert anyway. That has nothing to do with hucksters. You know what I mean?
The problem is that once you click on it, you know, because once, you know, I guess they really, as I said, they're really good at what they do, grabbing your attention for the first 5 seconds or 10 seconds, and then you end up, everywhere you go, you keep seeing this ad, you know, because that's how it works.
And that's why digital marketing will fade off the same way that television fades off. You're right in the macro, just not in what is gonna matter the next 24, 36, 48 months, you understand? Facebook doesn't work the way it did 7 years ago. If you read the first version of this book in 2009 called Crush It, you'd be one of the 500,000 people that have emailed me that want me to kiss my face because I changed their life. I'm telling you, this is real estate. I just do real estate in people's attention. I'll keep using Dumbo or whatever else. Somebody bought Manhattan for $1 an acre. That's 300 years ago, but you know what I mean? I mean, like, yeah. More people know who I am because I eat my own dog food. I've made myself somebody people know on executing on everything I'm asking you to do. I'm not on a hit television show. I don't do a morning radio show. I don't exist on mainstream media. I turn down television deals every day. I've executed on the 5 to 7 platforms where I know Americans are actually living. Not just Americans, the world. So, you know, I'm the same guy, You know, I've been saying the same things. I mean, one of the most fun things I've been doing, how many people here follow me on Instagram? I appreciate it. So I think you've maybe seen over the last 3 months, I've been doing these kind of clips where I show myself 6 years ago and today. I'm saying the same shit. My junior high friends on Facebook are putting out funny content of like me saying something today, and they're like, he said that to me in 6th grade when we were selling baseball cards. Like I'm very narrow. I'm just talking about very tried and true immigrant, hard work, do the right thing, you know, execute, bring value. The only difference today is many, many, many more people know who I am based on what I'm telling everybody to do. I'm a byproduct of my thesis.
They're realistic.
I'm so practical, brother. Like, I talk about technology, but I'm so practical. I came from a place where like our business was how we lived. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know, this is why I laugh, because now I'm in big corporate America and the people that try to debate me on marketing are professors. I have no problem with a professor. I have a lot of respect for teachers. I feel like I teach. Here's my problem. I'm in the trenches doing. I'm doing it every day. I'm writing. I'm posting on Instagram. I'm replying to you on Twitter. Me. I'm still putting in the work. I'm in the dirt. And I'm having debates with people that are sitting in ivory towers. Those are my favorite debates. Because 15 minutes in, they're in deep shit. Because I can talk in detail.